Do you remember once I came to Italy on my own? It was a summer. I must have been, 11? Dad put me on the train in London and you were supposed to pick me up in Genoa, but something happened and you never made it. I mean, you did eventually, but it was like a day later. I remember all the trains had come in and all the people had been greeted by their families or friends, and I sat watching them and waiting to spot your face in the crowd, but then it got dark and you never came. It must have been 1 a.m, and I was lying on this bench when this man approached me and he asked me if I was alright. And I said that I was, and that I was waiting for my mother and that she would get there soon and that I would wait for her until she got there. And then he said, "Why don't you come back to my place and you can have something to eat and then you can rest and then I'll bring you back in the morning." And even though I knew that it was wrong for me to follow this man back to his house, I stood up, picked up my bag, and I followed him. And part of me was thinking, this will show her. This will fucking show her. So we walked through the streets of Genoa and eventually we got to this old building. His apartment was at the top. He opened the door and let me in and he asked me to sit down. Then he gave me a glass of wine and made some joke about not telling my parents. Then he cooked a meal. He made pasta with a tomato sauce. And then I noticed that he was nervous and that his hands were shaking, and I could feel the wine whooshing around in my head. I asked if I could use the bathroom, so he took me down the hall and showed me where it was. I remember the light in the bathroom was very weak, as if the bulb was broken or something. It was quite dark, so that when I looked into the mirror, I could only just see my face. I stood there for quite some time, trying to see my face in that mirror, wondering why you hadn't shown up at this station. It was when I was trying to see my face that I heard him breathing on the other side of the door. He had been stood there all along on the other side of that door. Then I tried to open the door, but it was jammed as if he was holding it on the other side, and after a little it opened and he wasn't there. He was back in the kitchen. So I went back. After we'd eaten, he'd asked me if I wanted to go to sleep with him in his bed, and I said that I didn't. So he got some sheets from the closet and turned the sofa into a bed for me. Then he said that he'd wake me in the morning and then he'd walk me back to the station, and that is what he did. Lately, I just can't seem to get that night out of my head. I just keep thinking about trying to see my face in that mirror, in that dim-lit bathroom, in that dark and strange and foreign city. Where were you, Mom? Where the fuck were you?